My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Shadows Over Loathing, where I've managed to figure out the lock. I just tried more numbers. I could have sworn I had already attempted the one that I ended up entering. I've gone through an entire list, and now we have the solution. 140054. That did it! Released from the door, the lock dissolves into swamp spores and floats away on the swamp breeze. Of course, this is Shadows Over Loathing. My name is Rhapsody. This is the continuation of the Longfellow mission in the swamp. I want to descend into the bowels of the ship and see if I can get myself any additional clues as to how we might deal with the crow upstairs. A lone needle governs this gauge, its machinations its own. I'm gonna close the shadow hole there, get myself 10 experience. They're minding their own bug's nest. I can make trouble and find them. This gauge has no controls and nothing that can be used. I just hit it. Oh, that worked. Ooh. Interesting. So it looks like it will sit upon the area that I managed to strike. So let's go and see what effect this is. I mean, interesting. This is really interesting because this obviously has moved the steam, and I can see only two vents for the steam. However, it seemed like there were more positions, as well as the ability to re-hit the gauge down here, which would lead me to suspect that there is an ideal one. No. I'm gonna aim for the circle one. Nope, missed it. It's just a little bit of percussive. Not really maintenance as much as you know what? This counts as maintenance. Percussive maintenance here. Okay, hit it way too early that time. But I usually hit it too late, so hey! That seems to be the correct position. Now what's that do? Has not seemed to make a difference up here. Interesting. I'm gonna go downstairs and see if anything has changed out here as a direct result. At all, no. Wheel on the boat has run around. Fair enough, fair enough. I am not certain how I am going to deal with the crow in a non-combative way, nor the bugs. Ruffle his feathers with a fight? I don't want to fight him. Deckhand Pat, once again, lock this up. Okay, hang on, Deckhand Pat once again. What if it's the same code? So, let's see, 140054. Lock shakes, it didn't like that. And then I'm just gonna try a different version of it just in case. Yeah, it didn't like that, fair enough. Read the telegram again, Mr. H. Longfellow Riverboat Company, stop. Hope you well, stop. Okay, how many stops are there in this message? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da. 6. That seems relevant, given there is a 6-digit code that we're looking for. So I'm gonna start with number of words in each of them. Mr. H. Longfellow Riverboat Company. Assuming H counts as a word here, so does Mr., I guess, in this instance. We have a total of 6, and then hope you well, 3. So 6-3, requesting permission to mutiny. 6-3-4, captain ordering ship into storm. 6-3-4-5, says passengers will love it. 5 again. 6. I'm starting to lose my memory. 6, 4. Sorry, 6, 3, 4. I'm just gonna write this down now. I thought I was gonna be able to keep 6 digits in my brain at the same period of time, but no! I have overestimated my working memory. I thought it was good. I was wrong. I was wrong. Some kinds of memory that work well, I can tell you that before I turned 10, I was asked to remember the name of a plant that was on a TV show that one of my parents wanted to buy. That plant's name is an agave attenuata. I will never forget that. Anyhow, I'm gonna write down this. Anyhow, contrasting that, can't tell left from right. Can't remember that one. Longfellow, got it. 6, right? And then 6, 3, 4, 5, 5. Crew plans to mutiny anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, dang. Hang on. That's too many characters. This is seeming like a fraught plan now that one of the messages is longer than 10. But what if it carried its number across? This is the kind of thing that this game might do, right? So, 6 entries in the first, 3 in the second. 4 in the third, 5, 5, and then crew plans to mutiny anyway, 5. Just hope you not be. That's the other 5, right? So mad with us. So this would be, if it does carry, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. Let's try it. This seems very drowned Mary's crown or whatever. It didn't like that. I entered that one correctly, right? I'm just gonna make absolutely tragically certain that I didn't just enter it in, because I swear, at some point in the last episode, I think I entered the never mind, the other lock, never mind. Okay. Interesting. Bosun CC David. That doesn't seem to give me any additional information. This was locked by Deckhand Pat. The put on the side of the structure informs you that the outhouses were again locked up by Deckhand Pat. So Mr. H. Longfellow Riverboat Company. Is it possible that H just doesn't count as a word? And it's like 5, 3, 4. We are getting to the edges of what I will test, because if I want to test anything that could theoretically be the case, I could be here forever. And I don't want to be. Game's great. I need to eat at some point. So, maybe it's daft for me to continue thinking that this is the one that I'm looking for, but Deckhand Pat. Does Deckhand Pat love a certain letter, maybe? And it's every instance of that letter between stops? Oh boy, that seems like a long bow to draw as well. Having said that, Martha, the boat has taken a sharp and sickening turn into a black and shimmering tear in the sky itself, and I fear we are headed for land at an unsafe speed. Grateful if you could call your father and rescue me from this impending unpleasantness. I will get this letter away to you promptly. I am sure that swamps have mailboxes. A misplaced calculation on their part. I'm starting to feel like maybe I do just need to waddle on out of here. And come back later. Well, it's either that or fight, and I don't want to fight. It seems like there's a puzzle here still to solve that won't necessarily require a fight. Thankfully, I can come back there at any point in time. Also, apparently, Rufus's quest has been ready for additional information providing this entire time. Hey, Rufus.
Oh, hello again.
So, what's this last errand?
Okay, so I need some way to connect an antenna and some other stuff to this Fishman Pearl, but a regular antenna won't work. I need one that's magical. I don't like saying magical, but we'll go with that for brevity's sake.
I'm with you so far.
Okay, so what I need is an antenna, or at least a steel thing 5 or 6 feet long that I can use as an antenna, and it has to be from somewhere with a lot of local resident magic, or a place where magical creatures live, or something like that.
Please tell me you have more to go on than that.
Yeah, don't worry, I know you're busy, so I did some advanced research. I know exactly the place. Oh, thank God. In Gray County, there's a little weird town full of these, little elf guys called puckwudgies.
Oh yeah, I know about those jerks.
Great. See if you can find an antenna or something antenna-like there. And when you come back, I'll tell you the next step.
Okay, I'm on it. Excellent! We finally get more information about the puckwudgies. Also, I don't happen to have any, cheese? No? Dang. I could have sworn. Alas, we'll make our way to Puckwudgie Village, Gray County, that was. Up here. Still no house down to the bottom left. Oh, hello. You come across a kid with a makeshift roadside stand and hat 2 sizes big.
Hey, wanna buy a brownie hat?
Why would a brownie need a hat? I guess I can see putting a little beret on a croissant.
No, not the eating kind of brownies. I mean the little elf guys from fairy tales. You know, the ones that fix shoes and sleep with your wife?
What kind of fairy tales are you reading?
The real old ones.
I'm very confused.
I mean, I'm just assuming they're brownies. Little elf-looking guys anyway. They build little villages in the hollow trees and stuff. I found an abandoned one the other day and looted a little bunch of hats out of it. Wanna buy one? Only 99 meat. And all the proceeds go to charity.
What charity?
Kuno!
Can I see him first?
Sure, have a look.
Orange puckwudgie hat, purple puckwudgie hat, green puckwudgie hat. Ah, interesting. I mean, I want all of them, ideally. But I don't really need my moxie so much higher than it currently is. My muscle and mysticality need a little bit of extra help sometimes. Oh wait, this is a hat. I'm never gonna wear this over the maggot. I buy the orange one. It's an unfashionable shape, so don't worry, it's also an unfashionable... It's an unfashionable shape, but don't worry, it's also an embarrassing color. Wearing a purple triangle on your head to signal to other people that you don't care whether or not your hat looks stupid. Wearing this green puckwudgie hat, you can pretend to be a 20-foot tall Robin Hood, stealing entire fireplaces from the rich and using them to warm the poor. I buy the orange one.
Thanks!
And then I move along. Alright. Look, I don't need to do any fighting here just yet, until they say I must. I peek inside and get no additional information. You kidding me? Alright. I'm just gonna absolutely rumble all these puckwudgies. I tried to not do it, but now I must. This does not look like it's actually going to go incredibly well for us right now. Where's my familiar and all of those things? Oh no. This looks like a problem. I still have 3 AP left, thankfully, so I can kill another spearman. Just gonna continue trying to remove stats from the board and see if that ultimately manages to save me. Oh, no it doesn't. I am now contemplative. Let me quickly make my way back to... I always forget where I'm actually gonna be able to wash my face. I know at Ocean City I can go across to St. Polycarp. That is the closest that I know for certain I can wash my face. And of course it's in the font. Nope, never mind. Downstairs. Oh, are you kidding me? I can't actually wash my face this whole time? I could've... Wasn't there... Didn't I... Wait, is contemplative a thing that I can't shake? Maybe I don't have a debuff. Maybe... Oh! It's not a debuff! It's a buff! Contemplative, you're thinking about that fight you lost and how much that sucked and how you don't want to lose any fights anymore. You know, the funny thing is, now that that's actually happened, I may have the stats to go to the boardwalk and complete the 11 in all statistics. Alright, our familiar should definitely be Deuce. Obviously the Windmill Keeper's Boots, classics right there. I think I'm looking for some trousers of a kind, weathered jeans, there we are, the Muscle and Moxie. No ring? Nice ring, no ring. I'm gonna... Mobius ring, seems the right choice here. Let's go, of course, for the... Monster Club sash. Offhand, I mean, look. I like the pom-pom. Windmill blade to cursed sickle, and I mean, orange Pukwaji hat, as well as the really nice cowboy hat and the sailor's cap. None of those have been shown to... Oh wow, that was really quick. Got 30 meat for it. I'm gonna quickly pop a different hat atop my hot. There we go. Never seen a sailor's cap like that before. And the really nice cowboy hat. What is that, a really nice cowboy hat? I've seen previous cowboy hats, but this one, damn, whole new level. Where's my, there we go, giant magnet. I'll quickly check out stats. Okay, I'm missing one muscle. One muscle. I mean, you know, I can just eat a muscle-based foodstuff. A single kernel of corn is not going to be enough for us, unfortunately. Attack, no. I mean, look, let's just filter by muscle increase and then... Oh, wait. Maybe I can't sub-filter after that. Shadow hot dog. Hearty wheat tea. Removes a mysticality from us. Yeah, I can afford a mysticality. Alright.
Look who's back, kid. I am truly impressed. We hardly ever get anyone who can get to level 5 of the game of skills. Are you ready for a challenge? Maybe? You've got it in the bag. All you have to do is explain the Copenhagen interpretation of probabilistic nature of quantum wave functions while climbing down a 10-foot greased rope ladder headfirst and sink a basketball 3-throw with this iron shot put. Ready?
Okay.
You cradle the heavy iron shot in the crook of your arm as you lower yourself down the first rungs of the rope ladder, carefully hooking your ankles around the rungs.
Okay, so quantum mechanics is basically a set of mathematical functions that can be used to predict the functions, the results of experiments performed at the subatomic level. But it can't predict the outcome definitively, only probabilistically, giving a range of possible outcomes, referred to as the wave function. The act of actually performing the experiment, measuring the system in question, collapses the wave function down to a single result because, 1 second,
Hurl that shot put. Swish and thunk.
because the act of measurement interacts with the system in a way that can't be ignored. Nearly there, one can say that, in a sense, all the potential outcomes exist simultaneously prior to the measurement, and the act of measurement is what causes a single outcome.
You reach the ground in a handstand, unhook your ankles, and do a flip to right yourself.
Ah, pretty basic explanation, but serviceable. And that was an excellent throw. All right, you get the brass rings.
You got an item, the jagged ring. Luckily, it's only sharp on the outside. When you apply bleeding, apply 2 extra. As well as white hot ring. This will make you like the King Midas, except with fire instead of gold. When you apply on fire, apply 1 extra.
Neither of these is made of brass.
It's just an expression.
Hooray!
Alright.
Oh man, I was hoping you'd come back. And I'm not just saying this as a carny who wants people to pay 10 meat to play his games. Only 2 people have ever beaten our 6th challenge, and kid, I think you might be the 3rd.
What's the challenge?
Crack a short message encoded in military-grade cipher while crushing a single block with your forehead and juggling these 3 live cobras.
Does it still count if I get bitten?
Strictly speaking, yes, but I don't recommend it.
13 to all stats. Interesting. Still can't do that for the moment. However, I feel quite accomplished with what we have. Alright. Now, it's time to go beat up some Pukwudgies. Now that I'm actually well equipped. Wait, hang on. I feel well equipped. But I also feel, what's the word I'm looking for? Lonely? What's up? Did I send Professor Adams back to the speakeasy and then never pick him up again? You wanna come along, buddy? How are you doing, Professor? Adjusting to modern life, okay?
Oh yes, the taverns have not changed at all in the last 205 years. And I've had some merry conversations with the publican on the topic of mixology.
Why not come for me? Come with me for a while.
Certainly, I will await you at the door.
Okay.
He does so. And now I feel well equipped to take out some pukwudgies. A gang of pukwudgies rushes you on the dirt road and show you a very provocative flip book that you guess they've drawn themselves. Some nasty pictures in there. I make it even more provocative. With a waggle of the eyebrow, you pull out a pen and add a couple of nauseating details to the narrative presented in the flip book. The pukwudgies pore over the new pages all together and, at once, burst into tears. Alright, which of these is most likely to have... Well, hang on. Apparently I may not need to beat them up. Well, you don't see any actual antennas on any of the buildings, but this fire escape ladder has the basic qualities that Rufus asked for. I grab it with my 8 muscle. You wrench the ladder off the fire escape. Have fun with that, you little jerks. Quest item. A miniature fire escape ladder that you stole from some miniature jerks. If they die in a miniature apartment fire, you'll shed a miniature tear. And I will play a miniature violin. I think that's, like, exactly what he asked for. I can just go directly back to Rufus. You decide to take a shortcut between 2 campus buildings and come face to face with 2 fishmen who are hanging out in a darkened alley. They seem surprised to see you, and one of them makes wild gestures at you while yelling something. However, even if you could understand its language, that would be hampered a bit by the tremendous volume of water that pours out of the fishman's mouth as he yells. The other one makes an even more emphatic gesture and yells another few quarts at you. I block my way past them. Come on, guys, there's no need to get sore. Wait here a second. You leave the alley to find a water fountain and fill up as much as you can before returning. The 2 fishmen seem pretty impressed by your fluid capacity and allow you to pass unharmed. Excellent bamboozlery. I found an antenna. Well, a thing that's more or less like an antenna.
Yeah, an actual antenna with probably too much to hope for. But this ought to do the trick pretty well, thanks.
Is that all you needed?
Nope. See, I can't just solder this onto the pearl because the pearl. Soldering doesn't work like that.
How about glue?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But it has to be a glue with some pretty specific technical properties. Don't worry, I won't bore you with the specifications.
Thanks.
You remind me of a sibling in a couple of ways. Anyway, do you know something about the burbling ooze?
The first time I got to college, I had a roommate who had to get penicillin shots for that.
No, I'm talking about a weird tar pit out in Gray County.
Oh, yeah, I know the place. Oh man, this is gonna get gross, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry. I need a handful of slime from the ooze's core, and it has to be a handful specifically, e.g., not a bucket.
Gross!
Science is gross sometimes. That's just how it is.
I'm more than happy to do this, as well as to finally have a reason that the burbling ooze exists. I don't need to read that message from Izzy, I've read it so many times. 7 hot and slazama, but I can easily get myself over the limit there with the opulently bejeweled Nicolace. I get some ooze. Sigh. Slowly, partly due to the slime's viscosity and partly so that you don't make it angry, you wade out into the middle of the ooze. Then you stick your hand down into it with a glorp sound. Your skin tingles and you get a faint sense of deja vu that you can't quite put a finger on. Interesting. I wonder if that's a reference directly to us reaching into all of the spittoons back in the old west of Loathing. You pull your hand out, bearing a handful of stuff that looks exactly like the rubbery, glistening black slime that collects in the bathroom sink drains and bacteria feasting on soap scum, toothpaste spit, and decomposing hair. If you don't know the stuff I mean, consider yourself lucky. Also, clean your bathroom once in a while. Handful of back ooze. Black ooze, sorry. You can't tell if it's actually twitching or if that's just the nerves in your skin trying to get away. Ugh. Hey, Rufus! I have new things for you. You want to handle this ooze? That does sound a little like a come on, right? I am going to talk to Rufus. I got your ooze.
Please, sir, take it. It's really unpleasant. Oh, sorry, but you need to keep it for the next part. This is the last thing, I promise.
Okay, what is it?
There's a strange well in Gray County, like a old-fashioned whistling well, except when you put something in that starts with the letter H, it comes back. Changed.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Wait, is that why it had to be a handful? Because of the H?
Yep.
That's so dumb! I could have just used a
hamper? A habitat? I don't need that much. You're also gonna need some intense stench resistance to carry the stuff back here. It's gonna smell really bad.
How much?
I don't know, about 10? 10 sounds about right. Alright, I can probably swing that. Good luck. Don't get any in your mouth or eyes. Or anywhere, really.
No problem with that whatsoever, buddy. As I have the necklace, the Cor de la Mer. Dr. Adams stops and indicates that a puddle of oil on the a puddle of oil on the ground.
This is the oil that the machinery around here is collecting, is it not?
Yeah, I mean, yeah it is, not, yeah it isn't.
He pulls out a small pocket lab and does a few experiments.
Well, yes, I can see.
You don't have a lisp. That's just Rufus, buddy.
No, well, I can see why they might desire so much of it. Potentially very useful stuff. Here, take these. Do be careful not to mix them up with the drinking sort of potions, though.
I will drink them regardless. I won't mix them up. I will intentionally drink it regardless. That counts, right? That's fine. I throw something in the well. And it is handful of black ooze. Oh, a human being. This seems like a good idea as well. Handful of black ooze. You put the ooze in the bucket and lower it into the well. When you bring it back up, it's thicker, blacker, and burning angrily. Even with your stench armor, you can tell that it is foul. You got an item, glob of burning pitch. This wad of tar burns with the fires of hell, which is different from normal fire in that it literally hates you, rather than just being coincidentally ouchy. It smells terrible. I'm not gonna throw something else in just now. I think I've got the right amount. Head my way back to Rufus. Hey Rufy! What you think of this? I've also got some Fusculent Grolsch if you're not particularly set on the previous.
Okay, here's your fire glob.
You notice that Rufus has plugged his nose with what looks like cement.
Excellent. Once I refine this a little, it'll make the perfect magical glow to assemble my device with.
Is that all you need?
Sure is. And I can't thank you enough for all your help. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I definitely wouldn't have got this far without you.
Don't mention it, Rufus. And good luck finding your sibling.
Oh, hello again. I'm still working on refining the glue. This stuff is foul. Thanks again for all your assistance. I really appreciate it.
Happy to help. Good luck finding your sibling.
I think I'm going to quickly make my way to Ocean County and then to Goldthwaite Park. Maybe I can find a little bit of additional information somewhere about how to deal with bugs or how to deal with plants and so on and so forth. Park groundskeeper has no additional information to provide me. Although, it's not really him that I was looking for information from. Also, Corinthia Beschenbosel and Daniel Ocean. Just in case either of them went to SIT, I wanted to have a look. Might have been worth looking up their names. Drink plants while looking at plants. Yeah, I just don't see any of these providing me the solution to the plant problem. One of the woods in the other direction. One of these, this is also, yeah, by Margaret. A few of the pointy rocks. Yes, we're familiar with her. She ran for government after the fact. Successfully. Science Center. Maybe there's an additional interaction with one of the sciences? No. I mean, mainly the reason I came here was the Lepidopatorium.
Please tell me that was the correct one.
The butterfly zoo. Yeah. Just in case there's any additional... Nope.
Oh! Why, it's that cheeky little devil from the Shadow Rift!
Boom. Apparently he's followed up on his dream of becoming a gardener. Sort of.
Hello again. Shh. The plants in your world need silence to grow. I don't think that rock's gonna grow either way. Because you're talking. Okay, I'll let you get back to it.
The devil in the garden of Goldthwaite. Well, it's less progression that we've found there and more just confirmation that the previous thing worked out well. Alas, I think I just can't think of a thing that is going to give us the ability to solve those without combat. Like, do I just have to beat up the crow? I really don't want to beat up the crow. Do I have to beat up the bugs? I really want to beat up the bugs. I don't really want to beat up anybody. I'm a nice person. Generally. Okay, look. Those orphans had it coming. Gray County may still have additional information for us in this regard. What I need more right now of is wire coat hangers. There's 2 different locations where there is a car that I would have the ability to pop open, or with one of them. Also, though, let me quickly make my way to the Crystal Dream Lake, where there's the hardware store, which HS might have stood for on something that we'd interacted with recently. We might be able to get some additional information from the store owner here. I am, effectively at this point, specifically metering this episode just so that the start of the next episode is uncursing the sickle. There's a couple episodes of cleaning up little loose ends before I do a thing that may end the game. I don't know. I hope I have more time. Interesting. You maybe have additional information in the past, though. Because I really could have sworn it was... Yeah, VH, actually, was what it was. Nope. Doesn't look like he has additional ideas. Perfectly muted 2 sneezes there. Alright, I'm gonna put the spiral on the map just again. Make my way back to the modern day. And then to our Ocean City. Even into the antique store. And you know what? Here's my commitment. I'm gonna sit in the uncursing machine. And this is gonna be the screen we start the next episode on. This sickle is getting purified. Tomorrow. Until then, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Shadows Over Loathing and series playlists up at the top left. YouTube recommendation down below and streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays and our brother thank you. And a special thanks to this episode to Sorothiel. Hopefully you'll be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.